My husband and I own a company called Independence Capital. Our main office is out of Farmington, New Mexico, and we've got a second office in Flagstaff, Arizona. We've been in business for 6.5 years. Our initial goal was to get to about 150 properties, and it would just be Sean and I doing it, and we blew up way bigger than we expected.
Now you've got an entire team working together. And so why don't you kind of give us the recap of how you grew the company? Where was it you and Sean doing all the sales? When did you hire somebody, and how's that worked out?
It started out just Sean and I, and really just it was me full-time and Sean part-time. He was flying helicopters at the time, so I was doing a lot of the sales myself. Grew to 54 doors in our first year, and then topped to 180 in our second year, and then doubled in size the next year. So we hired our first employee about 1.5 years in. It was still primarily me doing the sales. We didn't actually hire a BDM until last year, so we were at just over our 5-year mark when we hired an official BDM.
It was all you up until then?
It was, yeah. And Sean and our first employee were doing some of it, but primarily it was me.
Okay.
So.
Great. And so you brought somebody on. It was just a single BDM.
Right.
You still had one office at that time, correct?
Right.
Okay. And how did that work out?
It was okay. We hired a BDM coach, and that was helpful, but because it was a new position, it was really me kind of trying to instill in somebody else how I thought it should be done and what successes I had had, but without having any formal sales training myself. It was kind of, and obviously as a business owner, you're more passionate about things than somebody else is. So she was not largely successful. We really had no formal written sales process at all. We had, we used Lead Simple, and we had some templates set up, but it was kind of just this, like you'd go into a sales call and you would just dump all of your information on people, and that was not effective, and we knew it.
So every call was different, and every call was just explaining the process in as much detail as possible.
Right. Yeah, and it was like this information overload was a lot of the feedback that we were getting. The really big thing for us so far has been kind of creating a new brand or being able to express to people who we are with just a couple of words.
Yeah.
So creating our positioning statement has been phenomenal for us so far, and our team has really embraced the idea of being a no-fear property manager. So it really exemplifies who we are and what we do every day.
Great. Any other things that you learned about the process, or that maybe weren't anticipating when we started working together?
Yeah, so I think something that's been huge and kind of eye-opening is we would, like I said, we'd go into a sales meeting completely data dump on people, and kind of reworking those processes backwards and saying, no, it's probably better that we give a little bit of information up front, leave something to be desired.
Yes.
And kind of restructuring how we're doing things completely and creating an actual plan so that people can be successful in the position. We've set out really clear expectations for our BDM to be successful. So we've said, how many doors we want to grow in the next 6 months, and rather than looking at a 2-year timeline where we want to be, we're making it short intervals, and I love the accountability portion of that. We've set those clear guidelines for her so that she can be successful, and we know, looking at that and what those numbers are, how many leads we need to generate in turn to make that happen. And just having the sales process and knowing the scripts and the things that you should say and those types of things, I think it's going to be phenomenal.
So I'm hearing some really effective but unusual things, such as defining what success looks like in advance, right? So what numbers have to be hit to be happy with your BDM at 3 months and 6 months, and you guys are you're communicating that, so there's no surprises when those dates actually come up.
Right.
Right. Absolutely. And you're giving your BDM all the resources they need to be successful, all the way down to the lead volume, the scripts, and everything. So really, there's only one variable left, and that's that person's performance.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming and sharing your story.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Kristin.